I spend the early hours of the morning. That has become an intro. Designing the script guideline for the videos. It's the main task for the writing. If there is a structure, then the biggest job is done. Once you have a formula, it's just like filling the gap. You understand? So that's the tough thing. And thankfully, I've done that, which means, which means building out these scripts, whether by myself or getting anybody to help with it, have now become possible because I have a structure that is based on all that we want, all the necessary factors. You understand? That we want to put into consideration when making the videos. You understand? So there's a structure for the script, and so like I said, it's just to build it out. Literally, I built out, and I will use this as an example using the structure. So this is the structure I built out. So I have to do difficult task because insert justified relatable personal reason, and not enough time because insert justified reason, not enough resources because insert justified reasons. You understand? Basically, I have to do one thing that is difficult because of this personal relatable reason that is justified. It's not like, why would you want to do that? Does not justify. Yes, relatable and personal, but that does not mean you have to do this thing. So I have to find like a justifiable reason, relatable personal reason why I want to do this difficult task, why I have to do this difficult task. Then I have to then also not have enough time for a justified reason. You understand? And not have enough resources also for a justified reason. Afterwards, I present the game plan containing series of problems to fix to complete that task successfully. So it's a game plan, but the game plan is basically the different problems I need to overcome in order to succeed. So it makes the entire video me going from one task to another. From this point, you've almost kind of already simplified the video because now you know what is happening. All we are just doing is fleshing out each one. Each one becomes like a segment or a segment that can have more other segments within it. You understand? So it's like, okay, in order to, a quick way to look at it is kind of like me saying, 4 things I need to do in order to be able to do this thing. Will I be able to walk? Will I be able to stand? That in that particular video. Now, while that one doesn't work very well because it's like, well, I didn't need to do those 4 things to test it per se. When you are then doing this difficult task, I'm mentioning actual things that need to happen that make this task difficult. But if I can solve them, I will complete the task successfully. Then a lot of things go wrong and I improvise. I lose hope eventually. I find motivation. I complete the difficult task successfully. Then I reflect on the lesson. That structure carries the depth of storytelling that Pixar movies do have, and while incorporating YouTube best practices. You understand? So with this structure, I can be able to then flesh out any video. You understand? Now, what this structure also allows is that when it comes to working with GPT, I'm no longer going to say, I want to make a video, do this. I'm going to flesh out the videos myself. I have this structure, this formula. If I'm working with GPT, I'm just working with him with questions like research material. An example is I asked GPT, give me a justified, relatable, personal reason to do difficult tasks. What difficult tasks now? Build a secret gaming room. Do you see how I'm working with it? I not time to write script. Don't worry, I have a structure. I'll write my script myself. I have the structure that is already proven, confirmed what I'm talking about. I'm going to work with you for the research to fill in the blanks. You understand? So like, I know the selection for difficult task. So when I pick a difficult task, I'll ask you to give me ideas for a justified, relatable personal reason why I should do it. I'll look through it. I'm like, yes, this is a good reason to climb a mountain. You understand? Then I'm not telling you to script it. Don't worry. Me, I know. I'll not ask you. Give me a good reason why I don't have enough time to climb the mountain. Let's say I'll choose how much time I want. Let's say I have 30 minutes to climb Mount Everest. So GPT, can you help me with a good reason, justified reason why somebody will have only 30 minutes to climb? You understand? Then I take it. Nice. The story is coming together. Okay. So let's say I had only $100 and snacks. Give me a justified reason why that's the only thing I have on this my journey to Mount Everest. Give me. Let me tell you what we have so far. Today, I'll be climbing the tallest mountain in the world because of this so reason. And I have only, but there is a problem. I have only 30 minutes because in order to get to Mount Everest, a person must something. And because of that, I'm going to be going with only my bag. I just had the script. GPT didn't even know it was writing a script for me.
Yes.
If I was asking you to write, then we start to go all over the place, and I figure it's stressful to try to like figure out, and he'll get this part, doesn't get this part. And it's like, no, just give me the information. I already have a structure that puts it all together.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So an example of it now is the actual script for the gaming room. I'm not done, but I have fleshed out the beginning. So starts with a hooking action and freeze frame. It might be me just cutting something or drilling something or doing something like I believe is hooking. I don't start something that's because it's important that the video starts immediately.
Yeah.
So maybe immediately the room starts something. I don't know what it to be. Just a hooking action, then it freezes frame. Yep, that's me building a secret gaming room to fulfill my childhood dream. You see, I was born in the poorest city in Nigeria, all the way in Africa, and I always wanted to have a hidden gaming room, but my parents couldn't build me one because we were too poor. But now I'm an adult, I can build one for myself. But there's a problem. Scratch that. 2 problems. 1, I only have 6 hours to build this because my twin best friends will be here in 6 hours and I want to show it off to them. 2, building a hidden gaming room requires a lot of equipment and all I have is $100. Plus, I've never built anything ever before in my life. So, will this even work? Well, I guess you're going to have to watch all the way through to find out. You understand? Yeah. So you already have that hook based on this structure. So we have, what is the justified relatable reason to fulfill my childhood dream? Here's the funny thing that will interest you to see in ChatGPT based on the chat I had with it on. Let's skip all the other ones, all of my other chats. But yeah, relatable reasons why people in order of their relatability. Look at the first one. Look at the second one. To play without interruption. He combined the both of them. I will be this thing to hide from my mom. Yeah. My mom doesn't know it, but she interrupts me. Yes. The 2 most relatable. I went through several things of re-ranking and that too still topped. Yeah. In fact, even there's a place where he even said it was still the most common and relatable. Like I went through several re-listening and he still made this number 1. And you see the explanation he threw there. Yes. Like he was saying it because see that as in all my like this. He's saying yes. That's like it's hard to beat that one. Wow. And that's why the series that was such a success. Because all the people who got it recommended like, wait, to hide from my parents, it's just something just caught them. Yes. Like it said that still the most common and relatable reason why people dream to have it is this reason. So seeing that in the title just did like that's my man. That's the primary reason. You understand? And to play without interruption. So I went with to fulfill childhood dreams. Yeah. You understand? Which is the closest to the 2. I still wanted to be unique. I tried to be the purple cow, and I was like, okay, I can do interruption for my best friends. I'm like, I can just straight up just take the risk as an experiment. What am I? I don't have anything to lose. I have 10 years to play this game, so I have to be very experimental and not play with fear. Because if I'm playing with fear, it's like I'm shorthanding myself. Yes, I know this would work, but I don't know if this would work. Maybe I should try it and see. Since I have 10 years, I already accepted 10 years, so I might as well try. And then it's in trying that I'm going to discover the thing that then sets me apart. If I'm doing only what is, I'm sure, and then I'm not trying the other things, even though they don't go against best practice. Because it does not go against best practice. It's just not tested by another person yet. Yes. But it does not go against the practices. You understand? Yeah. It's just that another person did not test this particular direction. But the direction is still in line with YouTube best practices and storytelling structure that I want. Oh, cool, then sure. You understand? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to do that one and not go through this that everybody do. Yeah. Kind of did my hide from my friend, blah blah. So now you see I incorporated this. The next one is to show off to friends. Yes. So then I incorporate it here when I say I only have 6 hours. Because my best friends are coming and I want to show it off to them. Something that they would also relate to and be like, yeah, it would be cool to show it off to friends too. They are not yet reading this. They are just a human being and they know that, that would be a cool thing to show it off to your friends. I wish I could build it and show off to my friends later. So it's 2 things. I'm making my dream come true and I'm showing off to my friends. Yeah. The reason why there's, I'm not doing it to show it to my friends, show off to my friends. I'm doing it to be my childhood dream. But what I used to create the stake, you understand, is the show off to friends, something relatable. Yeah. GPT does not even know what it's doing. It was just giving me this information based on normal human chat. It's not even telling me about script. It's telling me in real life as though that was happening. Because I have a structure and I'm just going there to ask him questions. Something he's good at, answering questions. And not he's great at answering questions, but not great yet at being able to structure things. Because that requires, like, I don't know the language to speak to him to get what I mean. But don't worry, I got my structure. Just answer my questions and I'm building out my script. You understand? Now, present a game plan containing a series of problems to complete the task becomes the next thing. Well, they're like, building a cool hidden gaming room in less than 6 hours with only $100 budget. It's not only difficult, but near impossible. You need blah and blah and blah and blah. That's going to be me teasing how difficult this is going to be. You understand? But we're going to make it work. Here's my plan. Then I'll now present pretty much to you. I'm giving you the scenes of the video. Here's all that is to happen in this video. So it then becomes like a list video. I'm basically telling you ahead. So now, stay for this one, stay. I'm showing you all the things. So it's going to be on screen. Like, well, not like that thing I did. Like, all of it to just pop on the screen. Like, all right, I need to find a space. I need to shop for items. I need to do this one. I need to find this one. I need to find this one. You understand? I'm saying that it's just popping. All right, so starting with the first one, finding a space. Boom. And now it becomes easy to approach video. First, finding a space. Then each one now is a challenging thing on its own. Finding a space is not easy. This one is not. All of it is going to not be easy. Why? So that the ending is earned. So that it feels. So it's going to all lead up to a lot of things going wrong, which is the next one, and improvise. So maybe before I was like, oh, shop for items. Then one thing happens and it's above the price and I can't afford it. And now I have to improvise. Okay, I think I'm going to take this. You understand? You understand? So it just takes you through a journey of like, okay, so I have to do this one, I have to do this one. And I'm able to guarantee that will go well because I'm going to script it and read it and adjust it. It's not like I'm going to be doing it on set and thinking, is that the best way for it to happen? So I'm going to script this voiceover. So I'm going to write the voiceover, I'm going to read it. I'm like, I need more problem. I need more things to go wrong. Make more things go wrong. Okay, I think oh man, that felt so satisfying that I eventually, like, for the journey, feels so like, wow, triumphant. Now the character went through a lot. I like that. He went through so much pain before he got the room complete. Nice. All right, now let's film. Now I'm while filming. I already know the thing is good. I just need to get good shots for it. I already know it's good because it's written. You understand? So things go wrong, improvise. It's almost like improvise, just tire from go improvising. That I just then lose hope. And then you have like deep distinct moment with the right music and stuff and right B-rolls. And then something becomes a source of motivation. And then complete it. Then the lesson feels now properly even learned. Like, yo, yeah man, yeah. So that's this one on the list, the script guideline checked. And that was a lot of work. Left me dead. And as you'd imagine, looks so small. But yeah, left me for dead. But I didn't know how to feel afterwards. I was like, no, I have it. Like, if I have the structure, it's done. If I have the formula, it's done. Like, I already know what needs to. So now it's about just following the formula. And if I don't follow the formula well, I know I did not follow the formula well. So I will adjust it because it's voiceover. It's not as if I'm going to shoot and I have to remember a lot of things to go wrong, or remember, lose hope. I don't have to remember later. I'm writing it, looking at this thing. You understand? So like I would remember. Also, I can read it, and if I feel like it's not there, I'll add it. So like nothing stops it from being a good story. That's one thing I can guarantee. I can promise is that the videos would be a good story and have depth. That's guaranteed. You know, and that just felt satisfying to be able to guarantee that, because I've not been able to guarantee that I'll give you all the props, I'll give you all the other things. But this one thing I guarantee you I can give is Pixar style storytelling, like something with good story and depth. I can guarantee that the videos will have a good story. That's just so satisfying for me, because that's like one very important thing that I can guarantee it will be very well done. I guarantee. That's so satisfying. It's not because it's not every day I get to guarantee that an aspect of this will be very well done. It's usually I'll try my best, or it will be the best we can do. No, I guarantee it will be very well done. Because I literally have the structure here, and this is an amazing structure. And this is not just off from my head. It is with confirmation from GPT that yes, this is in line with blah 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 blah, and this gives that this thing. So like that's so, I don't know, that's so satisfying, man, and fulfilling. And also, yeah. So mix this with the standard practices of the writing. There's a bunch of things in the standard practices of the writing.
Okay.
There's the writing, there's the story. There are standard practices on the creative aspect. Pay attention to comedic timing. Include memorable inanimate object characters the audience can empathize with. So I tend to do that too. So I'm going to have like inanimate character that's usually in the videos with me. Whether a doll or something that is inanimate, but like you start to empathize with it, and you understand that's the thing. It's like you start to develop an interest in this thing that's not even real. It might not even be a doll, it might be a watch, it might be a whatever, but you just start to develop interest in it. You understand? Almost like he's my body, this lifeless body that is going to also be this thing. That also helps to give it this thing. That's kind of like how you feel about, even though he's animate, that's how you feel about Rocket. That kind of thing. When you start to feel for something that is not real. That's an example of it. Include the range of emotions, include moments that are deeply touching / heartfelt, which is going to largely come during this period. These 2 periods. They're going to be deeply touching and heartfelt and feel so like emotional and personal and vulnerable and not rushed and just like wow, like sorry type shit. So then you have like the standard practices too for the writing. This one now is the technical aspect, like write conversationally. That's write like you're talking to somebody in the voiceover. You understand? Use emotive languages that carry emotion. Pauses can be powerful for emphasizing points. Use wisely. Vary sentence length / structure to create natural rhythm. Be concise. Every sentence should serve a purpose in advancing the narrative. Smart mix of fast-paced narrative and slow reflective narration. Instant gratification in first 10-15 seconds. First 3 minutes should be non-negotiably fast-paced, even in the writing. So like you're going to see it here. You see, I was born in the poorest city in Nigeria, all the way in Africa. And I always wanted to have a hidden gaming room. But my parents couldn't build me one because, we were too poor. But now I am an adult. I can build. It's going to be fast-paced. And let me give you an example of what it's going to be like. I saw this and I was like, oh my God, no way. And you'll never believe who. George Janko.
Welcome to Daytona Beach. I'm here for the NASCAR event, but I came a day early so I could enjoy the beach. We get there, my girl started to jump in. Out of nowhere, jellyfish. Look at that thing, bro. Even these guys were gathered around. Now I'm hungry. Dinner was amazing, except for that Bell made me eat, which is gross. Don't taste the that your girl wants you to eat. Boom, now it's the next morning. We're on our way to NASCAR. I'm in class to learn how to drive a NASCAR. After the class, still don't know how to drive a NASCAR. I've always looked good in onesies though, so that's the upside. And that beautiful thing in my hand, that's a Celsius, my guy. Look at these things, bro. They're whipping, they're fast. Immediately after that, I went to go hang out with my friends at Celsius, and lo and behold, Corey LaJoie. That's French, I know, my girlfriend told me. So I'm sitting there bragging to him about how fast I'm going, and then I cheers with him, and I spilled on him, and I think he got upset because he hit my hat. But I caught that, and then hit him with the Michael Jackson move. This was my first time at NASCAR, and I was completely blown away by everything. The community, the food, the fun, the people, and most importantly, the way they were so outspoken about God. NASCAR literally has everything, including a fighter jet. And before we hit the track, they showed me the behind the scenes of how the drivers get ready. You know, where they put the fire suits on, their helmets, how the cars get shipped. It's honestly quite incredible. While I was on the track, I had the privilege of wishing the drivers good luck. Now, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Gentlemen, start your engines. I could not believe the speed at these cars. Everybody was going fast. Even these guys changing the wheels. How do you even do that, bro? The night was incredible. Honestly, I hate to give you the runaround. Get it? Run because they're going around. Anyways, the night was amazing, and I couldn't be more happy that I was there with the love of my life and these beautiful fireworks. And shout out to Celsius. That really was an amazing time. Thank you for letting me be a part of your family.
Oh wow, yeah.
And when I saw, I was like, "What? This is yeah." Because what I had not talked about that you hear now from the standard procedure that I had already written is that it's still important that it is fast paced. All the rules still apply.
Yeah.
Like I said, YouTube best practices. It's still a YouTube video. You're just trying to structure it like a short film, like a Pixar style movie. So you still want elements that are necessary. Number one element being excitement.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
And so it still needs to be exciting. The fact, so this is not like, oh, this is going to be a boring this thing. No. Yeah. So I had not told you about this. When I saw this, I'm like, it's the perfect way to explain it. Is this This was an exciting rundown of the story.
Yes.
Voiceover, still not shouting, but like exciting, fast paced. It's not like wasting time, it's just going. So that's how this intro is supposed to be. You see, I was born in the poorest in Nigeria, all the way in Africa. And I always wanted to have a thing going, but my parents couldn't buy me one because we were too poor. But now I'm about something exactly like that. You understand, to the best of my ability. It's exactly what most of the voiceover is going to be until the point of despair, which is the loss of hope. It's at this point that it then slows down. You understand? But the rest of it is pretty much that, and except in certain moments, it's whatever. But this moment, 100%, it slows down. You understand? And then it slowly builds back up to the triumph and the win. And so then just imagine what it then does when with the right soundtrack, how it will then feel when the moment of winning happens, and it's like, oh my God, it has worked. Oh, like whatever the thing is, with the right music, with the classical music that we already use. And everything like 8, 9, 10 minutes, not too long. So like everything starts and finishes immediately. What the fucking right. I don't even care about the views that will come to it. I would look at it and be proud. It's like, it means so much to me because it's like my dreams of telling stories, telling like stories with true movies was kind of like a deferred dream of something I would come back to. And I deferred that dream many years ago to try to make YouTube work because I love YouTube. I love the idea, the concept of the platform, and I like the idea of content on YouTube. So it was kind of like a deferred dream to come back to. So to think that now I can combine, it's like, oh yeah, please give it to me. Oh now it's like I'm doing the both of them at the same time, and it makes sense to do both of them at the same time. I'm making films and I'm making YouTube videos at the same time. That is a dream come true, where the films are the YouTube videos and the YouTube videos are the films. You understand? And that's why I was also excited about the idea of when I was like, oh, that squad thing, because I still like the idea of just playing and not taking videos serious. That was another thing I liked about YouTube, was the community, just being able to just goof around, which is what vlogs were. So instead of making Instagram vlogs that are just like playful competition with friends, I've talked about it before. When Pearson, Brent, and Lexi were having that thing in Ben's video, I was like, just this I like. That's kind of like what the squad video is. It's just playing with friends, just being on serious. But I also like filmmaking, so it's always been like, and I eventually left filmmaking to focus on that playing, and now they get to meet each other and be one. Like I could care less. I always loved the idea of class, and I had to learn that, oh well, YouTube videos, success on YouTube required a little bit of classlessness, which was true at the time. But now it kind of came back to doing classy shit. So while I try to become a successful YouTuber, I can look back at my videos and they are classy. And I'm like, oh, I like this. Look at the storytelling. Look at the editing. Look at, you understand? I had to learn to accept that YouTube videos did not need that, because they did not need that. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, just anyhow editing, just relatable videos. I mean, look at Speed and Eddie Ross's videos. What the fuck? You know, but then YouTube has now brought itself back here. Or brought itself to this point where class starts to become a factor of consideration. Because that's what those things carry. They carry class. You understand? Nico Milana's videos, you know, Rian Chia's videos, there's some class to them. Yes, they are goofing around, but there's class to it, you know, because of and it's class because traditional media has this kind of cleaned up nature that early YouTube did not have. Now, I still like that early YouTube, just vlogging, just messing around, but it's not the what the best practice of the moment is. For newcomers. So cool. I'm just now excited that the best practice had now come to something that was a childhood dream of mine, another childhood dream of mine. So I'm making YouTube videos and I'm making movies as one. And so when I look at this and I look at the structure, I'm like, and then the idea of it in my head, like I'm like, everything just goes well and it produces a video. First, if I get this to the voiceover, when I'm finished writing and recording it, it's like, this is sweet. You understand? Then when you now have it shot and edited with the right music, the kind of thing I like also. Just making Pixar style movies. It's like I'm making Pixar style movies on YouTube. That's like so fulfilling for me. Because like I've said, deep down, I just want to like just heartwarming. Yeah, it's just so heartwarming. And I just want to watch like heartwarming shit and make them. Because I just like to warm the heart and enjoy. But I also like playful shit. You know, like just super crazy action, bum, Fast and Furious type shit. You understand? I like those exciting gruesome. The story is not that strong, but the thing is exciting. I like the stronger the story, the better. But I still like exciting. That's the other YouTube I'm saying. That's the squad video. That's the extravagant vlogs, high action vlogs. And this one is still going to be high action. You understand? But with a lot of strength on the story. So here's the way to put it. Due to lack of resources, in the beginning it might not look like it, but our main channel, we're making Pixar style movies, and I would like to argue that Iron Man is a Pixar style movie. It's like Marvel movies, early Marvel movies are Pixar style movies. There's comedy, then there's loss of hope, then there's finding motivation, and there's this whole kind of structure. There's this impossible thing, there's jokes, there's relatable character, there's empathizing with this, blah blah. You understand? So it might not look like it at first due to lack of resources. But that is the dream, and that's what it will be one day, is that it will be like Iron Man, the main channel, the JP channel. The squad videos is going to be like Fast and Furious. It's not going to be heavy on story as it is on the action. It's just play. Just like free dopamine rush. Whereas this will still have action, but will be very heavy on story. Do you understand?
Yep.
The reason I say it might not look like it at first, because figuring all that out is not easy. That will, maybe more, that will involve more props, more locations that I might not be able to provide now. But that is the goal. And 100% is what it will be. Is like Marvel type, like Thor that we watched. Exciting, but the story was deep. There was also a moment of loss of hope and finding motivation. There's always that. You understand?
Yeah.
Like Thor. When we watched it was so like, you get all the excitement, but you also have like a beautiful story. Like, oh God, a sweet story.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. It's high action, sweet story for this channel. Crazy action or intense action, sweet story. And then the squad channel, just action and playing. So